boy Dragon's Dogma is causing a shitstorm. Guys, what's up? I've been playing a lot of Dragon's Dogma 2.
He like, get the fuck off me. Go back to town. Take me back to town. You know, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
You disobedient. That was animal abuse, man. Let me stop doing that shit. Well, I do need that meat, though. Let me get that meat.
And I'm pretty sure if you've been on the internet even for 2 seconds involving the gaming community, you would have heard this story going on. Apparently, people aren't too happy with Dragon's Dogma 2. And that's kind of sad, unfortunately. But I'm going to explain what my position is on this, because I think I always have a unique perspective when it comes to looking at this shit, because I'm not a bandwagoner. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck what people say about me at all, because I just have my opinion, and my opinion is based off of my experiences. So I'm not going to agree with everybody. So it's going to be a unique take on this shit, but I'm pretty sure real people, let me just put it like this, real people are going to agree with my position. I'm not talking about bandwagoners. I'm not talking about people who, you know, are soldiers, a part of an army. You guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to that? I'm talking about people who have actual opinions, who like or dislike this game for real fucking reasons, not just for because your person told you to like it or not. What's the fuss about? The fuss is about Dragon's Dogma 2's microtransactions. Microtransactions, performance issues, and some stupid shit that I don't even know why they even had to not include in the game. But apparently it wasn't included in the first game either. So there's that. Where this all started was the fact that the microtransactions in this game were kind of, and I'm just going to be real, nobody talked about them. During the entire review process, IGN talked about it. You had a bunch of big YouTubers not talk about it. And you had a bunch of other people who were just commentators on it, not even bringing it up. So I don't understand that part. Maybe it's because it was so hidden that nobody even knew it existed. I was following Dragon's Dogma for a long time, and I didn't even know these microtransactions were in it. I've been playing this game for like over, since it came out, and I haven't even seen or had the need to even look for microtransactions in the underdwellings of, you know, the data to go find where can I buy shit at. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is how well hidden this shit is and how not integrated it is into the full gameplay loop that you're going to be engaging in when you're playing the game. This is my question. If it's that disconnected from the game itself, why have it in there to begin with? That's my question. It doesn't piss me off. It's not a deal breaker for me. I'm still going to play it because this is the one thing that people get confused, and it kind of gets on my nerves. People have this, tribal type of mentality. You got people who are sick of microtransactions, right? Who are leading the movement against microtransactions. I know those people. I'm not one of those people. I play tons of games with microtransactions in them. Do I agree with it? No, I don't buy them. But if something do catch my fancy, I'm probably going to dabble in it. It's my choice. If you're a person who who's leading the charge against microtransactions, you're probably not going to do that, or you have to keep up that image of not doing it either. There's been recently a discussion that's been happening between Asmongold and the Fighting Cowboy, to where they're having a dispute. I would like for you guys, if you guys are interested in this stuff, to check out their discussion on it. They're back and forth, because it's kind of interesting on both sides. But of course, I agree with Asmongold, because what he basically said is kind of what I believe. You're basically endorsing microtransactions by playing the game because you're a streamer and you're streaming it, and you're basically saying that you like the game. So you're going to be enticing people to go play the game. But here's the kicker though. Who cares if you do that? If you enjoy the game, and this is about being honest with yourself. If you enjoy the game, then you got your $70 worth out of it. Period, point, paragraph. It doesn't matter what somebody say. Guess what? You don't have to choose to buy the microtransactions. It's not going to be like it's shoved down your throat. Like I told you, I played this game on stream throughout the entire day, and guess what? I didn't even think about even looking on a store, or did I have it pop up in my menu say, hey, you can get extra of this if you just pay money for it. None of that hit my face at all. But like I said before, if it's that underneath, if it's that not important, why have it in there at all? And that just lets me know that there's a difference. There's different points of view between the publisher and the game creator. The game creator has nothing to do with the marketing team when it comes to what they're trying to push out there. This is strictly, the fact that microtransactions exist in Dragon's Dogma 2 is strictly pointless. Let me show you what these microtransactions are, because it's just gonna blow your mind. Like, it's stupid. This is the full list of microtransactions that you can have in the game. Now, if you read this list, I'm gonna implore you guys to pause it here so you guys can actually just look at this entire thing. None of this shit is even worth buying whatsoever. You will only buy this shit, and I know this from playing this game for about roughly 10 hours. You will only buy this shit if you're a lazy fuck. That's it. Like, if you're a lazy person who just do not want to do or engage with the systems in the game, then they give you an option to buy this shit. And the fact that these cost, the most expensive one is $5. That should just tell you something right there. That means these things ain't worth a damn whatsoever. So you can buy these rift crystals, which you get plenty of these things by just exploring the world. It's pretty easy to get these things. And this is how you can buy pawns and do shit like that, or even travel back and forth. You know, like with the wake stones, that's how you, can get a second life. And you can buy camping gear if you don't feel like exploring and buying camping gear and shit like that. This is all mundane shit, and this just screams corporate. This is, I guarantee you, the developer of the game did not want this in this shit at all. So this is just straight up corporate checking boxes just to see if they're going to make money, extra money than the $70, because transactions or microtransactions is that implemented into gaming today in general, regardless if you're playing a single player or multiplayer game, whatever. They have to put shit like this in it, but guess what? You don't have to buy it. If you don't buy this shit, if they don't see that this shit is a need, they won't put it in their games. It's like you giving these people way too much power. Just because they offer it don't mean that they're going to be successful, and don't mean that you have to buy it. If you choose not to buy, if all people choose not to buy the microtransactions but play the game, I guarantee you none of this shit will be here. That's just like selling drugs, right? And I hate to go to this route, but this is just what it is. A drug dealer is only as powerful as its customers. You can't offer a product and be successful if nobody buys it. And I get the people who are pissed off at this. I get it, because it's like a slimy tactic to where it's like, what's the point of this even being in here anyway if it's this mundane? If it's not important, none of this shit is important. If you can get all the shit in game, I don't understand why you would have it in there, other than scummy practices. That's it. That's literally it. So I understand those people, but I also understand the other side too, to where this shit doesn't bother me too much. It really doesn't, because I choose to engage with what I want to engage with, period. I can literally play a game and see something that I disagree with and still play the game if I'm having fun. That's where I get my $70 worth. I'm not a person who's going to stand on the front lines. It's not that serious to me. There's other YouTubers that actually do that type of shit, and quite frankly, they pigeonhole themselves too, because they know their fandom is going to check them if they be wishy-washy with a particular subject. So I'm very outspoken with this. I don't really have a side on this. My only thing is this: if I'm playing a game and it fits my perspective on what a game should be, and if it's hitting all the buttons for me, I'm having fun, it's not pushing a woke message, it's not shoving shit down my throat, it's not trying to force me to do anything, it's not trying to do anything besides be a fucking video game. Like, it get me to have fun, and plus I can spend as much time in this game. This game is a 100-hour game, which means I'm getting a lot of bang for my buck here. My $70 is well spent, to me. That's how I think about it. If you're spending money on the game and it's fun to you and it checks all those boxes, but the microtransactions is a deal breaker for you, don't buy the game. It's as simple as that. Don't buy it, and that's your prerogative. I'm not going to hate you on it. There's plenty of people that's cool with me that say, nah, bro, I can't play this game because the microtransactions, I really don't like that. I stand on this principle. I'm not going to go down this route and do that. I'm like, brother, you do you. You do you. I love the game, though. You see I love the game. I can't get away from it. Matter of fact, I'm pissed I got to make this video because I have to get away from Dragon's Dogma because I want to be playing it right now. That's how good the fucking game is to me. My only thing is this: I just do not like when people bandwagon. If you have an issue with the game, fine, voice it. But the people who are literally just jumping on a hate train just because you want to be a part of something, or because your God told you that you're supposed to hate a game and you're just never going to play it, or you're not even a fan of Dragon's Dogma anyway, but you're just against the war on microtransactions, so you're just going to downvote a game strictly because it has the microtransactions in it, you're defeating the purpose. You're not reviewing the game fairly. And that's what I don't like. Have your own fucking opinion. Quit being a child. Quit being a sheep. Have your own opinion, whether you like it or dislike it. Play the game first, or watch the movie, or watch the TV show, or do whatever, and have your own fucking opinion. People on the internet are so tribal. They don't have their they do not have their own opinion at all. They fight a war for their captain, and they don't even know why they're fighting the war. They just like, yep, I agree with him, so I'm just gonna go fight this war. If you tell me to fight, I'm gonna fight. Do your own fucking research. That's all I'm trying to say. Because certain people were talking about it. Now, this is the one thing that I don't like about the suit, and I won't blow over this shit at all. Trust me. I'm going to get on this game because I got some serious issues with this shit too, though. I do not like this whole one save slot thing. And because people were voicing their opinions on that, people who actually played the game, this shit is going to piss me off. But because it was getting the right feedback from the right people, right? They actually had to come out with a statement. They actually apologized. They actually said all this bullshit. But the thing is, why didn't you do this from the very beginning? You knew people were going to complain about this shit. It's stupid as fuck. Nobody is going to be okay with only having one save spot, especially when you're playing an RPG to where you can have multiple vocations and multiple classes and everything like that. What fucking planet did you think that this is going to be the right thing for you to do? I just don't understand that. This right here, this is the official Dragon's Dogma page. They said to all Dragon's Dogma players, we're planning to release patches including the following updates and fixes in the near future. We'll release them as soon as they are ready for distribution on each platform. Thank you for your patience. So what they're adding now, and this is brand new, they just put this out here, what, at 6/24? So today. So they just put this out today. This is what they said. The updates for all platforms, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Steam. They will be adding the option to start a new game when a save data already exists. This shit already been in the fucking game. I don't understand why. This is such a simple feature to have in the game. Why the fuck would you not have that at launch? That's stupid. That's very dumb to me. I just don't understand that, especially if you don't have a new game plus. You know people are going to beat this within a couple weeks or a couple days. Let me just give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving them too much of a benefit of the doubt. People are going to beat this in a couple days. And people are going to want to start a new game on a new character to try another vocation playthrough. Why wouldn't you have a new save game slot available for players to do? Every game has that shit. That's dumb to me. Now the second one is changing the number of Art of Metamorphosis items available at pawn guilds in the game to 99. I gotta figure out what that is, because I don't know what that is right now. I'm not that far in the game yet. I just been doing side quests and shit. Making the quests that allow players to acquire their own dwelling where they can save and rest available earlier in the game. Now I do know about that. Okay, that's a good thing. Miscellaneous text display fixes. Okay. Miscellaneous bug fixes. And then they got updates for PS5 and Xbox Series X. So this is separate from the PC and Steam. They will be adding an option to switch motion blur on and off. Thank fucking God. They will be switching the option to switch ray tracing on and off in options. Okay, cool. I didn't even know ray tracing was actually on. So they have all this stuff on mandatory. So they are able to switch to a performance mode. Then if they got that on by itself, what the fuck? Okay, and then the second option is to set frame rate to either variable or max 30 frames in options. I don't understand how this game can run at 60 frames. I really don't get it. I really don't understand it. I understand you got a lot of systems in it. I understand you got high polygon counts with all the NPCs, all that type of shit. So it causes it to be stuttery a little bit. I haven't experienced some frame rate dips that much, but it's there. I don't understand how they can't run this game at 60 frames per second. I really don't get it. If I could turn off ray tracing and turn off, certain graphical settings, I don't understand how I can achieve 60 frames per second. Sacrifice something. Give me an option to sacrifice something. That's all I'm asking for. And I don't understand why that's not in there to begin with. Updates for Steam. Improving quality when DLSS super resolution is enabled. Okay. Fixing an issue where models appear low quality under some specific settings. Okay, so these are the settings for right now. So I'm not sure about PC settings. I'm not a PC gamer, but the only thing that I wanted and the only thing that was really blowing my mind was this first option right here, to start a new game, and the fact that I can't create multiple characters. I want to be able to create multiple characters, and I want a new save slot. And the frame rate. How come I can't get 60? Offer me a different setting. Why is this not in the game to begin with? And I'm not sure if this was in the first game or this was an issue for the first game. I really don't know. I haven't played too much of the first game. I played a little bit. But a lot of this shit was probably present in the first game, so I don't understand how it's not fixed in the second game. It's like y'all fixed all the best parts of the game, but still kept all the shitty parts and just did not even try to fix those. I don't get that. That's my stance on this shit. So as long as they fix this shit, as long as they give me what I want, I'm not even close to even beating this game right now at all. I haven't even done most of the main quest whatsoever. And I got 10 hours in this game. I've been doing nothing but side shit, just exploring around, finding pawns, leveling up, finding different weapons, coming across cities and shit like that, and just having random side quests just approach me out of nowhere. So I'm so far away from even getting to a point to where I'm even 50% done with the story. I'm not even close. So it's going to take me a long time to get to a point to where I'm going to feel these issues taking effect, if you catch my drift. So it's going to be a while for me. Hopefully it gets done by the time I get to that point, but we'll see. But for right now, these are my issues, and this is how I feel about it. I'm loving the game. I do not like microtransactions, so I won't partake in it. I do not like this save slot shit, so I'm going to voice it. I'm still having fun with the game, and I still felt like I got my $70 worth. That's all that fucking matters. If you guys do not want to play the game, I understand it. If you guys cancel your pre-orders because somebody told you something about the game, do you, but just know that you're a fucking follower. Play the game first to see if you like it. And if you don't like it, and if it affects you, sell it. Or do whatever the fuck. Or request a refund. For you just to cancel your shit and go in the comment section and review bomb it just because a reviewer told you something, or because you feel like you have to champion this microtransaction standpoint, then I don't respect your opinion because you didn't do it yourself. You didn't put the legwork in. Put the legwork in to see if you fucking like it or not. And if you still don't like it after that, then guess what? I respect your decision. Do what you want to do. But until then, I'm having fun. I'm about to go back to playing Dragon's Dogma after this video. And hopefully they fix the shit that I want to get fixed. If they do, this game is a 10 for me. But as of right now, because of all these issues going on, this game is a solid 8.5. Once they fix all these issues, it's a fucking 10. No brainer. That's my position on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys agree with my position, you guys don't agree with my position. I want to know all that shit. Let me know. But until then, I'm about to go back to playing this game. Peace.
Jesus Christ.